Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another video. This is Codebreaker Gaming back with another video playthrough. And in tonight's video playthrough, we're playing a game that has been highly anticipated more than 10 years after the original release. A game that is sure to change the way you view horror. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Alan Wake 2. This is part 1 of our full playthrough series. So sit back, relax, and enjoy. So without any further delay, let's jump right into this thing. We're going to do a new game. We'll keep it on normal. And just like that, we're right in there. Let's minimize the commentary.
Back to the beginning. We all come to a story with hopes and expectations, looking for an answer. Sometimes it would be better to live with that hope without ever knowing the full story. In a horror story, there are only victims and monsters. And the trick is not to end up as either. But trapped by the genre, we are all ripped to pieces along the way. This is not the story I hoped it would be. This is not the ending I wanted. This story will eat us alive. This story is a monster. And monsters wear many faces.
Oh wow, I'm actually controlling this naked guy with dad bod. Right, these voices are definitely playing with me through the headphones. Whoa. Bro. I don't even know where I'm supposed to go anymore. Ooh. Yo. Yo, I have not been scared like that since I was 6. No more, please. Sprint. Good. Yes, find you some pants, bro. Please. way. Run. Cuz, hey, whoa, hey, no, 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 no. Oh, no, no, what the fuck? Viewer discretion is advised.
Hey, kiddo. How are you?
I'm good, Mom. How are you?
This trip might take a little longer than I thought. I'm sorry I've been gone so much lately, Logan.
Oh my god, Mom, it's not your fault people get all murdery. What happened?
Just work stuff.
Right. Well, Dad and I are just watching the latest episode of Night Springs here. Mom, it's so good.
No spoilers! I'll let you get back to the show. You were supposed to wait and watch with me. I love you both.
This is what happens when you go on work trips, Mom. Love you too. And say hi to Casey. Tell him to stop brooding so much.
Logan? I will. Bye, kiddo. Logan thinks you should try cheering up.
Snarky kid. Wonder where she gets that from.
It can't be a coincidence that another body turns up just as we arrive in town. Feels like the killer's leaving us a message.
I'm glad you're on this case with me, Anderson. It's right up your alley. You should take lead. Think of me as the backup.
Okay. Any words of advice?
Nothing that would cheer anyone up. Here we are. Cauldron Lake.
Time to get to work. A deputy was supposed to be here to show us to the crime scene. There's the car, so where's the deputy?
Eaten by a bear? I'll check out that map. Worth memorizing before we get swallowed up by the trees.
You're the
I think I hear someone. Could be our deputy.
I can go take a look.
Quit your belly aching, Thornton. I'm up here now. That's just how the cookie crumbles. Hey, over here. Hey there. Agent Casey, right? Sheriff Breaker said you'd be coming by to take over the case.
You're half right. Anderson?
Saga Anderson. I'll be leading this case. Seems you already know my partner, Alex Casey.
Shoot. Sorry about that, ma'am. I'm Deputy Mulligan. I just figured that, you know, that,
Where's those damn fists gonna show up, Mulligan?
Federal agent's right here, Thornton. My partner, Thornton, down at the crime scene. He's not what you call the sharpest axe in the shed.
Right here? What do you mean? Are they with you? Oh, shit! They didn't hear me, did they?
What can you tell us about the crime scene?
Tell them about the heart.
I was getting to that, Thornton. Well, we reckon there are some organs that are currently outside the victim's person when they should be, well, you know, inside.
Were there any witnesses?
Yeah, a couple out-of-towners. I wonder what they were doing sneaking around the woods at night.
Mention the city folk. It's pretty suspicious.
Not that we have anything against city folk, cried Thornton. But don't worry. Sheriff Breaker took him back to town a while ago.
I want to see the body. How do we get there?
Oh, sure, that's real simple. Just through the hole in the fence, down the hill towards the lake, around the old convenience store. You can't miss it. Everything's been closed since the area was fenced off. The store, the campground, all of it.
Hey, Mulligan, tell them I'm here, waiting. I'll show them around.
They got it, Thornton.
Before we get to the crime scene, there's time to review the facts of the case so far. Make sure I'm seeing the clues clearly. The Mind Place. My version of the Mind Palace technique. To sift through clues and work the case. Building the Mind Place again for each case. Using each field office as a model in my head. The facts are on the board.
Okay. This reminds me of another game. What are my goals? Get to the crime scene and meet Deputy Thornton at the general store. So let's look at the case board.
Everything we know about the previous murders. Worth taking another look.
It says the case board is a mental technique that allows Saga to analyze clues and progress the investigation. You can use the right stick to move around. Oh, that's to zoom out. Okay, we're zooming in now. Zoom in. You are now free to navigate the case board or leave by pressing circle. A series of murders have occurred around the town of Bright Falls. Finding the connections will help our search for the killer. Okay. Murder method. Slight difference in murders. Bloating only commonality in bodies but not cause of death. Chest trauma. Exposure to water. Post-mortem. Okay. Victim. All victims reported missing in 2010. No other commonalities. Killer's profile. Oh, this is interesting. Apart from going missing in 2010, the victims have nothing apparent in common. Postpartum tattooing of the body. The murder targets have no discernible common traits. Chest trauma resembles animal butchery techniques. Murder method. Oh, okay, I see. That's why the red string is there. Everything that connects. Most recent victim died of major chest trauma, consistent with 2018 victim. Hard to confirm due to condition of body. Bruising of wrists and legs. Deep gash in the chest and his heart is missing. All bodies experienced bloating. And the victims. We got Ted Lane, a dentist. Stab wounds, bloating, bruising on the wrists. The victim was reported missing in 2010, discovered in 2012, buried in a shallow grave. We have Wendy Davis, who was a teacher. Her body was bloated, large chest wound, found in Cauldron Lake in 2018. Some organs missing. Predation. State of the body does not match 8 years spent in the lake. And we lastly have Piercy Wolf, who was a store owner. Bruising, heart removed, strange tattoos. Found 2 weeks ago. Chest wound was ruled as cause of death. Tattooing on the body is illegible. I wonder if this is the guy that needed the pants that opened the game up. It probably is. Alright, so let's get out of here. Wait a minute. That's the map. Alright, let's exit her mine place.
I see you're already hard at work, Anderson. Close to cracking it?
We're just getting started. Let's head down the hill to the crime scene.
Fucking nature. Gives me a headache. There's too much sky.
I wonder if we investigate different areas though, like, is there... See, there's stuff. I wonder is there...
I'm gonna go check something out. Be right back.
Got it.
Okay, this is locked. Okay, so you can run around and find stuff like the original Alan Wake.
Hey, Casey. You putting me in charge. Why now?
Look, Anderson, you're a better detective than I am. You've cracked cases that had the rest of us baffled. I don't want to slow you down.
Are you thinking of retiring? You know what happens to cops who say this is their last case.
Mm-hmm. Real funny, Anderson.
Alright, so we found something. And for the purposes of this video, I want you guys to comment below. Let me know if you want me to read all of the lore and collectibles that we come across. I'll read this one, and I'll wait for your comments to see what I'm going to do in video number 2. So this is Bright Fall's own virtual baking champ. It says, Little Sally's uptown whole family erupted into cheers when she won the big match this weekend. She was playing soccer or tennis. No, in this brave new world that we live in, her family was cheering her on as she won a match in a game that exists only on an informational superhighway. The game in question was Mega Baking Star, in which players compete to make the tastiest treats and sweetest eats for their virtual judges online. Bright Falls congratulates Sally on her big win. So what's this up here? Whoa, okay, we got different portions. Chaos at Cauldron Lake. Rampage at the rental cabins. Unidentified man attacks vacationers in the dead of night. Sunday, an idyllic evening of barbecuing and late night fishing was violently disrupted Saturday as a mysterious assailant attacked park visitors, causing chaos and destruction at the cabins. The incident left 3 people injured, one of which has been admitted to the county hospital. As to whether the attacker is still at large, Bright Falls police have yet to make an official statement, leaving local residents in a state of uncertainty. Witnesses to the crime were visibly shaken, one of whom stated, "One minute we were laughing and toasting some marshmallows. The next we heard screaming coming from the cabins. We didn't know what was going on, so we called the police and started running in the opposite direction," said Kurt Mill. Another eyewitness, who preferred to remain anonymous, said, "It's like he appeared out of nowhere. Suddenly my dog starts barking his head off and this psycho guy comes crashing through the trees. Don't think I'll ever feel safe in the forest again." A representative from the rental cabins who chose to remain anonymous wanted to remind customers, if you have plans to stay in our lovely cabins later this summer, please get in touch with us, as we may need to rejigger some of the reservations based on the state of the cabin that you have rented with us. The representative went on to further remind future and potential guests of the wonderful amenities that can be found in their company's brochures and on the website, which is real nice, state of the art. My nephew made it, and he's a real computer whiz. Does a hike a day keep depression away? It might be bright, sunny July, but it's never too soon to start worrying about the gloomy months of autumn ahead. That's right, in the grand scheme of life, those dead depressing days are just around the corner. Have you taken your vitamin D? Probably not. But for all of you thinking, there's gotta be another way, there's good news. Hiking has been proven to be incredibly beneficial to the mental and emotional health. So get on out there and do it. Just don't forget the flashlight in case it gets dark. And missing Doberman found on the trail. A heartfelt reunion took place this weekend when Mrs. Amanda Smith was reunited with her beloved dog, Coffee Bean. Whoa. Coffee Bean, as his owner refers to him, had been missing for 3 days, and Mrs. Smith was afraid that she would never see her best friend again. When I got the call, I couldn't believe my ears, she said. I must have asked, am I dreaming? At least 7 or 8 times. It was actually 9 times, confirmed Ranger Stevenson, the man responsible for finding the wayward canine. It's rare that you get to give those kind of calls, and I feel real grateful to have had the opportunity. What with all the predators out there? Usually you're telling folks you found their dogs dead. Their cats eaten, you know. So it felt real good to give some good news. Even if Coffee Bean is in a kind of rough shape, the fur will grow back, sure, but, well, I suppose that's all I can say about that. And once again, guys, I want you guys to comment below whether you want me to read all of the lore that I come across. I am one of the big trophy collectors, and I like to find all the stuff in the game. But let's continue down here to this scene and see what unravels. Where's my guy at? There he is. Hey, girl, get off of the hill. What are you doing? This game looks fantastic, though. That I can say. And I'll keep the commentary to a minimum.
Stairs are out. You okay to jump down?
I'm not that old. Whoa.
This is Mirror Peak. The mighty mountain in the distance is no other than Mirror Peak, the iconic landmark overlooking Cauldron Lake. From the right angle, its beauty will be reflected on the calm surface of the lake, mirrored in all its inverted glory. Hang on a second.
I'll be back in a second.
Roger.
See, we got all kind of stuff. All kind of... Okay, she can't explore past this point. I feel like I'm gonna find something. Just a big circle. This is called Mortar Falls. Mortar falls. This powerful feat of nature will revive the spirit as it does the surrounding nature. The churning, grinding waters at the bottom of the falls resemble a mortar pedestal, quite like the one in the Witch in the Cauldron Lake is fabled to have used to travel through the night sky. Alright, let's catch up with my partner.
Welcome back, Anderson.
Not a bad place to get murdered.
If getting back to nature is your thing.
Damn. Should have brought an umbrella.
I like the rain. The only thing around here that feels like home.
You think the local law had the sense to put up a tarp?
If they did.
We're together at the murder site. Want to swap? No, still not getting it. Try explaining it one more time. How much clearer can I make it, Mulligan?
I think I saw something. It'll only take a minute.
I'll wait here.
Deputy Thornton, I take it.
That's me, at your service, ready to get this case solved. Now the body's behind the store. Come on, I'll show you. So, FBI, huh? That's so cool. Hunting down psycho serial killers and shootouts with the mob.
You forgot the UFO cover-ups.
What? Those are real? You guys hiring?
Thornton, he's choking.
Let's just see this body, shall we?
Now this is the scene of the crime. We found him on the table. Now he didn't touch nothing, you know, procedures and stuff.
Thanks, Deputy.
No tarp. You owe me a coffee.
Okay. Let's start by examining our guest of honor. Does this fit the MO of the previous murders? Body is positioned on the table. Ritualistic.
You unlocked your first key image. You can place it on the caseboard inside the mind place. Let's do so. Pressing up allows Saga to see active clues. The key image can be selected with X and placed on the caseboard. So, where is it though? Press up. Oh, okay.
Another body turns up just as we arrive in town. Coincidence?
Another body has been found in the woods near Bright Falls. Perfect timing. Need to see if this is linked to the killings we're here to investigate. It says placing a key image on the case board begins a new line of the investigation. When a key image is placed, it will prompt a new question. Objectives are viewable on the case board, and your goals. Investigate the crime scene. Okay. Find evidence. Okay, we're good to go. You can collect clues from the body to progress the investigation.
Bruising on the wrist from the cargo straps holding him down. Incised stab wound. Chest cut open. Heart removed. The killer left the heart right next to the body.
Can zoom in. Okay. Newly discovered clues can be placed onto the open question. You mean here?
think, Saga.
What do you mean? What's the open question? Consistent with other murders? Where do you want the picture at, baby? Here? Cargo straps used to restrain victims. Yes, it is, because you... Oh no, it started a whole nother board. Oh wow, it did. It started a whole nother board. Major heart trauma. This is consistent with previous killings.
Heart removed from chest, strapped by the wrists. Definitely matches the previous murders. But this time the heart and the straps were left behind. More clues to work with. This makes 4 murders that we know about.
The clues have resolved the open question and unlocked a deduction. As you advance the investigation, new questions will be unlocked, updating your goals. Investigate the crime scene, learn more about the victim, and learn more about the killer. Okay.
Who is our victim? Who killed him? Need to find more clues.
Visiting the mine place does not pause the game, so be mindful of nearby threats. Okay.
Large amount of blood on the table. The victim died here. Multiple people were here. Multiple killers? Someone left in a hurry. Knocked the tripod over. Was it for a camera? Someone was drinking beer. They spent time here, waiting.
Okay. This is the victim.
Think.
Multiple sets of footprints. This goes with the killers. Lots of activity here. It's unlikely our killer was working alone. We know they were drinking beer. Says for later. So you're here for the victim. Yeah, this is...
Boot prints, indicating multiple killers. Quite the party.
Okay. It says the killers, multiple assailants present, messy scene, crime of passion, premeditated. And for consistent with previous murders. Okay. Is there anything else around here? Let me talk to this guy.
Any idea who the victim is?
Oh, I sure do. His name is Nightingale. He was FBI. He came to town about 13 years ago. I haven't heard a word about him since. Well, until now.
Nightingale? Robert Nightingale?
Oh, yes. You probably knew him. Brothers in arms. Oh, and sisters.
Clues can be discovered by speaking to people, as well as by examining your surroundings.
So you knew our victim?
Well, I didn't recognize him in his current state. But yeah, I Ran into him a few times at Quantico. Never worked any cases together. After his partner got killed in the field, he went off the deep end. Got the boot pretty quick after that.
So what happened to Nightingale after the Bureau let him go?
I only know the rumors. Depression led to booze, booze led to paranoia. He got some wild ideas in his head, chased ghosts until he fell off the map. Guess he ended up here.
I bet there's more to that story.
But no happy ending.
Nightingale went missing 13 years ago, 2010.
The same as all the other victims.
Certainly fits the pattern. Makes me wonder what was going on that year.
Probably something this town wants to forget.
Casey Nightingale went off the deep end. He's a victim. I trust Casey's read on people. Sounds like our victim wasn't mentally stable. This is Thornton. The victim is Robert Nightingale, last seen in Bright Falls 13 years ago.
Robert Nightingale, ex-FBI, came to Bright Falls 13 years ago.
Cooler and beer bottles left nearby. Staking out this spot, having a cold one while they waited for our victim. And tripod found near the body.
They planned for the murder to happen here, passing the time with equipment ready. They were waiting for him. But why Nightingale? He's been missing for 13 years. Why here? Why now? Profiling. Get into the subject's head. See what they saw. Feel what they felt. Use whatever I know about them to guide my intuition to a revelation. Piece it together.
You can use profiling inside Saga's mind place to get inside the heads of suspects and victims. Using her intuition, Saga can discover new clues by profiling people of interest. Nightingale's the missing person, ritual murderer.
Nightingale was chosen as the victim. Why?
Flick the switch, it goes click. Lights are off. But somebody's home. Somebody's home.
This wasn't some random act of violence. This was a ritual. And Nightingale a component. They didn't see him as a person. More like a container for something. Agent Nightingale has been MIA for 13 years. How did he end up here?
Up from the lake that's not a lake. It's dark. He was there too. You are not allowed in the lake until he says otherwise.
Robert Nightingale came from the lake, before his murder.
I can feel that Nightingale came from the lake, but why now, after 13 years? Where's he been? Let's check the lake shore. What's this?
This mug always cheers me up.
Not the worst mom. Alright, let's leave her place.
The lake is connected to Nightingale somehow.
Casey, let's take a look down by the lake. Lead the way.
Sounds good. This way, right?
Right.
Well, okay. Well, I'll just wait here.
This one of your hunches, Anderson? Did something happen at the lake?
I think Nightingale came up from that direction. From the lake. Probably looking for shelter. Safety. They were waiting for him.
When you're ready, I'd love to hear what you put together so far.
Sure. It's not that complicated. Nightingale was out in the woods alone at night, possibly nude. The killers knew he was here, ambushed him, dragged him to the campgrounds, strapped him to the table, cut his heart out. But then they were interrupted by those witnesses, the Bookers. The job is unfinished.
That seems pretty complicated to me. What was this guy doing skinny dipping at this time of year?
Haven't figured that part out yet.
Lots of questions.
Lots of answers for us to find. I'll look around. See you in a bit.
Take your time.
The Witch's Hut. Here lived the Witch of Cauldron Lake. Beware her spirit may still haunt the place. What's over here? Friday. Midge told me today that her family's moving away, and this sucks. I haven't even told her that I like her yet. What's the point anymore? She said her parents want better jobs and to get her a better school in a big city. I guess that's fair. But who wants to stay in Bright fucking Falls? Sunday. So I told her. She said thanks. Fucking kill me. Monday. I snuck out last night again. Went to the big house by the lake. Instead of just watching it from here, like I always do. Instead of just sitting around like I always do. Screw that. Anyway, something weird is going on down there. I'm gonna find out what. Gonna go back there tomorrow with better gear. I bet I can find a way inside the building. Take some photos. It's gonna be epic. Batteries or something? Okay, so yeah, I can't
Is
go
that
that
a
way.
kid's lunchbox?
What's this?
An Alex Casey movie lunchbox. Casey hates the endless jokes about coincidentally having the same name as a fake detective.
He hates those cheesy crime books, but he really hates the movies.
I know things can get a little crazy out here, but if you're ever feeling scared, just remember that Alan is watching over us. Manuscript fragments. Alright, let's get back to the part. Manuscript fragments can be used to upgrade weapons in the mine place. Again and again. Oh, you gotta pick which upgrade you want. More bullets, increase the magazine size by 50%. Another headshot, land 2 headshots in quick succession to stun an enemy for an extended duration. And we have again and again, hold the fire button to activate auto fire mode. This significantly increases the rate of fire. I feel like I should go with more bullets. I can adjust my own aim. Wait, I don't have enough? What the hell did they bring me here for? Oh, that's great. Don't need to profile anybody. Alex Casey's lunchbox. Oh wow, they're serious. We got 3 clues for Alex Casey's lunchbox. Point of interest cases track objects and information that Saga has acquired to chart collection progress.
Finding a Casey movie lunchbox out here can't be a coincidence. Another message.
Lunchbox found near the witch hut at Cauldron's Lake. Bright Falls area was down here. Who left it? What's up here? Cauldron Lake area. The note inside mentions Alan. Alan Wake? What the hell are these? Okay. Think she's good. Alright. Let's get back to partner.
Did you get lost, Anderson? I didn't know trees got that big. Gives me the creeps.
You need to get out more. A witch with no heart. A strange echo of owl murder.
Witch's Ladle. There's a mystery in Cauldron's Lake being named after this cauldron shape, and yet there are many mystery stories about the lake. It being a gloomy doorway to the underworld, or of a witch whose cauldron the lake really was. The legend tells that when the affections of a local sheriff went unanswered, he accused the lady in question of having bewitched him. She was drowned, but her dropped ladle grew into a strange tree named Witch's Ladle. The woman returned to avenge her wrongdoers. If she was not a witch before, she was one now. She killed the sheriff, drowning him in the lake. Then she took out his heart and locked it in a box. With the heart, she would summon him from the lake to extract revenge on her behalf, or so the legend goes.
Tracks. Barefoot. Nightingales? They come out from under the boulder.
It makes no sense.
There's a piece of paper on the ground.
You're not gonna pick it up?
A page full of text on one side. Not a printout. Written with a typewriter. Old school. Lines scratched out and edits added with a pen.
Like a manuscript. Page of a story. Killer left a message.
It's for us. The text is about us. The victim was one of their own. FBI Special Agent Robert Nightingale. And then there was the page they found. The first step down into terrifying depths.
Reading the words. These words felt like a message. Someone knew they were here. Someone playing a game with them. An invitation. How could they not accept?
even if they knew it would end up hurting them. Someone's been watching us.
Playing a sick game with us.
You were right. This is right up my alley. Nightingale came this way. Either he dropped this page, or the killers left it for us. I should profile Nightingale about this page.
Profile.
We found a page in the woods. A story about these events. What is Nightingale's role in this?
I carry his words close to my chest now. Inside, the awful truth. You must dig it out.
Something was put inside him. In his chest. I must find out what.
The victim was one of their own. FBI Special Agent Robert Nightingale, gone missing here 13 years ago. Now he had suddenly turned up, only to be murdered in a brutal and bloody ritual on the very day of their arrival. And then there was the page. This page. The first page they had found, not the last. The first step down into terrifying depths, secret truths trembling beyond the threshold. Reading the words, these words, felt like a message, was a message. Someone knew they were here, what they were doing. Someone playing a game with them, leading them on, an invitation. How could they not accept? The sheer audacity of this impossible mystery presented to them, even if they knew it would end up hurting them.
The victim was one of their own. FBI Special Agent Robert Nightingale, gone missing here 13 years ago. Now he had suddenly turned up, only to be murdered in a brutal ritual on the very day of their arrival. And then there was the page. This page, the first page that they had found, not the last. The first step down into terrifying depths, secret truths trembling beyond the threshold. Reading the words, these words, felt like a message. Was a message. Someone knew they were here, what they were doing. Someone playing a game with them, leading them on. An invitation. How could they not accept? The sheer audacity of this impossible mystery presented to them, even if they knew it would end up hurting them.
Footprints emerging from under the rock. What? He walked through a boulder? Doesn't make sense. No, this makes sense. It has to go over here.
No.
Trail gone cold. Okay, the victim, the killers.
I think he came from the lake. But his tracks make no sense.
Nightingale has something hidden inside of him. And this is anyone else here?
Makes sense.
There's more going on here than I'm seeing. I need to examine his body properly back in town.
Found all I can here. Time to properly examine the body. See what I can find inside.
Okay.
Casey, I think something's been put inside Nightingale's body. Let's tell the deputies to get the body to the town morgue.
Okay.
Wait.
Whoever wrote that page made sure it read like a story. Like a scene from a thriller.
I hate all of it. The text said we'd find more. I believe it.
But what's the purpose? They're twisting events to create their own narrative. To do what? Entertain some fantasy? Projecting their desires? Are we characters or the audience? Witnesses to their design? All the above?
It's all about control. Deciding what happens to who. Don't let it drag you in.
Too late. I'm already hooked. I need the next chapter.
Good to see you still in one piece, Anderson. Forest can be a dangerous place.
Hey, you made it back. Good. I hope you didn't get stuck in any of those big puddles. Crazy.
I'm gonna go check something out. Be right back.
Got it.
A creepy twig sculpture? Wonder what's inside. I should take a look around for a way to open this thing.
You can use circle to activate her flashlight. Let this be a warning to you, fellow trespassers. They say the lake is caldera, something formed by an erupting volcano or the sinkholes it leaves in its wake. But what if that's not true? What if it's something else? Something less natural and much more man-made, intentional. I say the lake's not formed, it's designed, and it has a purpose. The lake is a hiding place. Beneath the calm surface lies a secret machinery ready to be activated at the press of a button. And the people with the button, they're in that big house by the lake, preparing. I know it. First drawing. Waterline, real caldera, is made from a volcano, lava. Second drawing. Waterline, engineering structure, strange machines.
Hey there, Mr. Deer. You remind me of a dream I had.
There needs to be something that lets me open up the open up that
Hello, this is Agent Anderson and Agent Casey, FBI. We'd like to come in and ask a few questions pertaining to an investigation. Nice talking to you, too.
So I don't know how to open this. Maybe there's a clue. Confuse, follow the steps. Wash hands. Take chicken out of the fridge. Take a nap. Wash hands. Take chicken out of the fridge. So, sink, fridge. Here's the sink. Oh, do they mean the bathroom sink? Wash hands. This symbol. Wash hands. Take chicken out of the fridge. And take a nap. What does it mean? Take chicken out of the fridge and take a nap. Alright, so we're not gonna... Oh, okay. Okay. Wash hands. No, take a nap was this one. Take chicken out of the fridge was this one. And wash hands was, if I'm not mistaken, this one. Don't take anything if you're the if you aren't one of the trees. What's this? Let's get to this guy's body.
Welcome back, Anderson.
Not yet. Well, I guess I gotta have him go back to town.
Deputy, I want the body taken back to town for a proper examination, ASAP.
Well, sure, but the coroner won't be back in town for another week after Deerfest.
Not a problem. I'll do it myself.
Oh, and Sheriff Breaker called to say he's got the bookers at the Oh Dear Diner in town. Oh, and I've got a key to the gate. It's a shortcut back to the parking lot just up the hill.
Thanks. Let's get the car, drive to Bright Falls, and talk to these witnesses, the bookers.
At the diner, right? I could use a cup of coffee.
Let's try that shortcut the deputy mentioned.
Sounds good.
Shortcut key.
Seems like a nice town so far. Murders aside. Pretty woods. Cute lodge we got set up in. We should go for a hike if we get a chance.
Now you're just being mean, Anderson.
Deputies aren't exactly up to the task, but hopefully the sheriff will be more helpful.
Not a surprise about the deputies. Doubt they see much stuff this gruesome.
I'll be back in a second.
Roger.
No entry.
A lunchbox again. Who's leaving these out here?
We're all in this together, hero. Have a heroic day. Manuscript fragment 2. Lunchbox found at the FPC monitoring station at Cauldron Lake. Right here. Okay. Don't have any other clues.
Can't fit the clues all together yet. Heart removed, tripod, tracks leading to a dead end.
A tripod? For a camera? To record a snuff film?
Maybe. And why take out his heart just to throw it away?
To stuff in something for us to find.
I think I saw something. It'll only take a minute.
I'll wait here.
Oh, I guess I was going the wrong way. Okay, so what did you...
The Federal Bureau of Control? That's a new one. Toxic volcanic gas, huh?
The FBC is an obscure branch. Only shows up for unusual cases.
Well, what's so unusual about volcanic gas?
Beats me.
I'll look around. See you in a bit.
Take your time.
The rarest wildlife in the Pacific Northwest. Pacific Northwest. Oh, wow. Okay. I finally made my way to Cauldron Lake. The fence was easy to climb over, with the proper gear and skills which I thankfully possess. Next goal, spotting the rare and elusive orange-crowned wobbler. A little late in the season, but hopefully I can catch it before it begins its journey south. I've noticed intriguing behavior in the surrounding common bird life. They seem to be alarmed and swarm around the lake. No birds of prey nearby. There are some strange sounds carried on the wind. However, nothing I can recognize or explain. Getting a little concerned. I might have to find another spot somewhere safer. The sounds are getting closer. Moved inland. Foliage is stunning. Must come back in fall. Had to stop and sketch this gorgeous vine maple. Just at the way the Methuselah's beard hangs off it. This is why trees are better than people. And speaking of people, saw some drunk guy staggering around the forest earlier, acting weird. Maybe drugs? Kept my distance. Should probably find another spot. So annoying. After I saw that weirdo guy, I decided to change spots again. Moved up the mountain a bit. Found a fantastic overlook to camp at. But I'm more interested in this Alaskan onion grass. Invasive, but edible and surprisingly tasty. Started hearing wolves or wild dogs or something like 10 minutes ago. But they sound wrong. Rabies? Want to leave, but the sun is going down and my stupid phone is dead. I'm going to hide in a tent and hope they go away. Something is really not right about this place.
Hey, Casey. What's the forest's favorite shape?
Please, Anderson. Just one case without the
A triangle.
I don't get it.
Yes, you do. Here we are. Let's drive back to town and meet the sheriff at the diner.
Wait, before you do that, bro, let me just have another look in some of these other areas.
I want to walk around for a minute.
You know where to find me.
We talked to him already. There's nothing here.
Thornton told me we're shipping the body out. We'll take care of that for you. Don't you worry about that. Proper police work. You can trust us like you can trust the
blossoming sugar lilies in spring.
That was beautiful, Thornton.
Did you get lost, Anderson?
I don't think there's gonna be anything down here. I finally recognized this actress. This is Professor Milgram from Power Book 2 Ghost. For those of you that watch that show, it's one of my favorites. I'm in love with her. That's how I was able to recognize her so easily. Alright, let's get out of here.
I can't get that manuscript page out of my head. I've never seen killers reach out so directly before.
Damn impressive work so far. With your technique, these hunches were moving fast.
I wasn't sure about taking a case so far from home, but I'm thrilled to be here for this mystery. Need to swing by the lodge to get anything from the field office?
No, I'm all set.
I'll park there anyway. I want to walk to the diner, get a feel for the town. The diner's just up the waterfront. Shouldn't keep the sheriff and our witnesses waiting.
I smell coffee.
Yes, guys, give me 1 second. Kind of observe some things around here. All right. Can we talk to people?
Hello.
Yo, this game
Just
looks...
how much coffee have you had today, Charlie? Don't know, don't care. How much have you had? Not enough. That's all.
Not to toot my own horn, but I am pretty darn sure my, I mean our float will be the belle of the ball at this year's Deer Fest. Just a few more days.
It's a nice looking float for sure. This is my first Deer Fest, so I don't know what to expect, really.
Oh,
It is
dear.
the finest entertainment a
Huge.
town like ours has to offer. The happiest day of the year.
This thing looks amazing, bro.
The FBI. Welcome to Bright Falls. It's nice to have you here.
See?
I got you both some coffee. Oh, it's Washington's finest.
I'm gonna go check something out. Be right back.
Got it.
That's what I was saying. There's so much exploration. Like, there's stuff to find. Let me not do too much exploring. Let me just, because I'm sure it's going to be open to exploring after we do what we're supposed to do.
Welcome back, Anderson.
Nice to meet you, Sheriff. I'm set for coffee.
You know, I wouldn't say no to another.
I'm Agent Saga Anderson. This is Agent Alex Casey.
Tim Brinker.
And let me just say, I'm happy you two are here. Frankly, we could use the help.
Your deputies said you had a couple of witnesses here.
They made them sound like suspects.
Mulligan and Thornton are still on about that? No, the Bookers don't strike me as the murdering type, but you can decide for yourselves. They're just inside having coffee and pie to calm their nerves.
I'll see what they have to say. Casey, you compare notes with the sheriff.
Take your time. We've looked through the case files you sent over, Sheriff. Have you had many people besides the known victims go missing?
Sure. But it's slowed down ever since Cauldron Lake was fenced off.
Yes.
Wait.
Missing person cases.
This is the same. This is the same restaurant that's in the original Alan Wake.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
Excuse me. I'm Agent Saga Anderson. Are you the Bookers?
That's us. I'm Tammy, and he's Ed.
Hello, officer.
Just Saga is fine, Ed.
So, are we being charged with anything? Because if not, we'd love to get back to our hotel and decompress after what we saw. Take a bath, scream into pillows, that kind of thing.
We're not charging you. I just have a few questions. Nothing to stress about, okay? What were you doing at Cauldron Lake last night?
I'm a writer. True crime. We're here from New York, doing some research on a famous novelist, Alan Wake, who went missing here. I was down at the lake, getting some details. Perfectly legal.
So what did you see in the woods?
This naked dude came out of the lake, and he was acting crazy, shouting weird shit at us. He must have been on something.
Unless skinny dipping at dawn is a thing around here.
Then we heard shooting. We ran into these psychos in deer masks. They were tearing into the naked guy with knives, like some kind of satanic cult. And then we bolted and called the cops.
What makes you say it was a cult?
The masks and knives aren't enough.
They were shouting, "Cult of the tree, the cult of the tree, cult of the tree." Oh, and then we found out. The whole thing was terrifying. That's all.
The cult of the tree. What aren't the Bookers telling me?
I found their necklace. The symbol is 2 triangles.
The cult wants their spruce tree back, Tammy.
Finders keepers, Ed. My publisher will want this on the cover.
Tammy found something. A necklace belonging to one of the cultists. The Bookers were at Cauldron Lake. Why?
The fence was built to hide what's there. They say the writer fell in the lake.
Private party. No trespassing.
My book has questions. Past the bolt cutters.
They broke in for the sake of Tammy's book. Nothing to do with a murder. They were telling the truth. So you found something there, right? A necklace these cultists may have dropped.
Okay. Wow. How did you put that together?
It's evidence. You need to hand it over.
Told you not to keep that thing to me.
Thanks. This could prove to be helpful. Do me a favor. Stick around town for now in case we have any more questions.
Like we'd even dream of missing deer fest.
Oh, God.
Saga! Saga Anderson. As I live and breathe. I thought we'd never see you back here after that awful, awful thing happened to your baby girl. How are you? I'm sorry. Who are you? I don't know what you're talking about. It's me, silly. Rose. You know me.
I don't think I do. And what horrible thing happened to my baby girl?
She drowned. Your daughter. That's so weird you don't remember.
How do you know I have a daughter?
Oh, I know what this is. You're blocking out your traumatic memories. Happens on TV all the time.
No. You're mistaking me for someone else.
If you say so.
A cult murdering a man is pretty extreme. Why didn't you tell the police what you saw?
We did. We told those two idiot deputies. They didn't listen. And they wanted to throw Ed and I in jail for that murder. You know, Bright Falls is just Alabama with bigger trees.
This is my case now, and no one is throwing you in jail. If you need anything else, just come to me.
Got it. Thank you, Saga.
See you around.
The jukebox is still here too. That's crazy. What we got? The jukebox is out of order. The poor thing can only take so much of the same song being played over and over and over. I'm a big fan of Coconut as the next person, but come on.
All set? My guys have Nightingale at the morgue if you're ready to go take a look.
Let's go.
Well, Casey, I got a lead. Looks like we're dealing with a cult. The cult of the tree.
A murder cult. Fuck.
Have you heard of this cult of the tree, Sheriff?
Only the urban legend. If you're in the woods at night, the cult will get you. That sort of thing.
We're not gonna find out you're the Grand Wizard or something, are we?
I played some D&D back in the day. Wizard was always my favorite class.
Morning, Sheriff. Looks like you have some guests.
Ah, morning, Ted. Yeah, real important guests. Deerfest. Always draws a crowd, right?
Too true. More the merrier. Have a good one, Sheriff.
Hey, what do you know about that waitress from the diner?
Rose? Yeah, she's a bit of a space case. Always has been. Why? What'd she do now?
She kept saying that my daughter drowned. She even knew my name. It was all very weird.
Rose has a talent for saying the weirdest thing possible. But it's best not to take it personally.
Hey, boss. Corpse is downstairs ready to go.
Yep, in the morgue, all prepped.
I'd like to take a closer look as soon as possible. Lead the way, Sheriff.
Oh, this is the Bright Falls Sheriff Station. Anything you need, just let us know.
We appreciate the support, Sheriff.
How are you? Agent?
So we share a morgue with the funeral home next door. It's a shoestring budget. I guess you guys...
Oh dear, I am a tourist, and it appears that I'm lost in the woods. If only had a tour guide also. Bear season. Oh no, a bear. Help. Did somebody call for a tour guide? Oh wow, Koskela Brothers Adventure Tours. Unforgettable tour experiences at affordable prices. That's right. I'm Ilmo Koskalabotic, best coffee roaster / tour guide by Coffee World magazine, and I'm here to give you the tour of a lifetime. But Ilmo, I've heard the government has seized and restricted access to many local nature attractions. That is true, Jaakko. Many local attractions have recently become fenced off by the government.
Something about morgues. They always cheer me up.
I can't say I feel the same.
He's joking. Okay, let's take a look at our patient. I'll start with the external inspection before performing the internal examination. What was the cause of death? What other clues can the body give me? This looks like text. A tattoo?
Nightingale didn't strike me as a tattoo guy. Defensive wounds. He put up a fight.
The body shows signs of being submerged in water, post-mortem. It doesn't add up. There's writing on here. Can't make it out.
Writing? How'd they manage that?
Aha. They did leave something inside his chest.
Okay, you have to switch cases. So I have to go to the Lake Cauldron murders. The bookers describe multiple attackers wearing deer masks, chanting and tearing into a guy with knives. So this is going to go with the killers. Killer profile. It should be. Let me see. Murder method should be here.
That's not right.
Killer profile, murder profile. The victims. Where on earth does this go? Oh, it could be here. Could be here too. Okay. Now you're pissing me off.
We're dealing with an organized group of killers, not a lone serial killer.
Not a serial killer, organized group working with purpose, ritualistic murders. Okay, cult stashes.
These stashes could contain clues about the cult. Better keep an eye out for more.
Stash found near Cauldron Lake mobile home. So this is Bright Falls. This would be Cauldron Lake up here, I'm pretty sure. A box of cult supplies, some useful things in there. Adventure tours. Oh, this is the show I just watched. Okay. Let's go back to my cases. Cult of the Tree. Background cases accumulate clues about broader ongoing topics. The Cult of the Tree.
I need to know more about the Cult of the Tree if I'm going to shut them down.
To stop a cult, we need to understand them, their ideology, their goal, their members. A cult necklace with a triangle symbol. Cult goal. What's this one? Why is it all the way out there? Sheesh. Who's involved? Let's zoom out. What's this one say? What kind of cult? Jewelry can be used as a subtle indicator of membership, but this isn't subtle. A badge of pride. Cultists were wearing deer masks. Triangle figures made from twigs. What's the purpose? Marking territory or warning? Feels derivative, like something out of a horror movie. Zoom out. Who's involved?
Doesn't look right.
Cult goal? So, then you must go up here where I thought you went.
Huh.
If they're hiding their faces, they aren't established enough to operate openly. Connection to Deerfest. Examination of R. Nightingale.
Time to see what Nightingale's body can tell us.
Chest ripped open, something visual inside. As I suspected, it looks like something was put in there. Illegible words on the heart. Did the killers write this on the heart? How? I can't make out what it says. Anything to learn from the body. Cause of death and ritual writing. Bloating of joints indicates long-term water exposure. Victim was alive when strapped down. Timeline is inconsistent with bloating. Bruises and defensive wounds on the victim.
Chest wound is cause of death, but the corpse is bloated, waterlogged. Doesn't add up.
Smudged text under the victim's skin.
There's definitely something in his chest. Did the killers leave it there?
Okay.
It's the same type of page we found at Cauldron Lake.
Nightingale hunted Saga. Didn't see her. The Taken could not see into bright light. Light hurt them, made them vulnerable. Nightingale had no heart, but here he was, killing.
Someone's created a fucked up fantasy about us.
Hey, hold on. We found these kinds of pages. I didn't think they were relevant to this case. I have them right here. No, wait.
Sheriff?
What the hell?
not see into bright light.
He's coming. No weapon. The page said to get into the light.
Try to stay in the light to avoid being detected by a video of Alan Wake 2. That was chapter 1, and this is video part 1. So we'll pick this up in chapter 2 or video part 2. So Codebreaker Gaming is signing out. But before we do, as always, if you guys have not already done so, please take this time to go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Make sure your notifications are turned on so you can be notified when I upload the next gameplay video of Alan Wake 2. And if you enjoyed the video you viewed here on the channel, go ahead and smash that like button. Leave a comment below. Let me know what you're thinking about Alan Wake 2. Let me know if you are a fan of the original Alan Wake and how do you think this game is going to come along. Also, be sure to comment below whether you want me to read all of the rest of the lore that I'll be coming across for the remainder of the game. I know that makes the videos a little bit longer. Some of you may prefer that, some of you may not, and I do value your feedback. So Codebreaker Gaming is now signing out, and we're going to see you guys in the next gameplay video of Alan Wake 2. Peace. Peace.